Hi, I am back, but this time a better experience. In my first video, where I shared some of my struggles in certain aspects of my life, but now I have another aspect of my life which probably highlighted the misconceptions that I had in that aspect. So, I recently joined an organization as an intern, although I am nowhere connected to the workplace, to the environment it has, because I am from a non-tech background, and that organization is all about science and tech, and I'm nowhere connected to science and tech. But I somehow went there. Lucky me, I was fortunate enough to have got into that organization, and now it's been 18 or 19 days, I guess, probably 3 weeks, and I have a lot of things to be shared. The first thing I started in my first video where I shared what struggles I started facing in my that so-called phase of entering into a relationship, that I started questioning my worth, that I started accepting that something is not good with me, or I'm not that mature, or I need to change myself in order to become a better version, or in order to become successful. But now, when I joined this organization, with all the challenges that I have been facing, because as I'm not from tech background, so I certainly faced a lot of challenge. But one thing was very much interesting or exciting for me was that every challenge I faced gave me a learning. It gave me some understanding, but it never gave me that discomfort or pain. In that relationship, which I talked about in my previous video, there was also learning. I learned a lot of things in a hard way, but there was a lot of discomfort or pain that I went through. But here, all the challenges are there, but there is no discomfort, there is no pain, there is just acceptance from my side as well as acceptance from their side. I remember when I struggled to understand the things, and I keep on telling my boss, he, by the way, is an amazing individual. I really have a lot to learn from him, and I look up to him for a lot of things that I need to inculcate in me. So when I get tensed, when I get stressed, when I get frustrated that things are not working out, I am unable to comprehend the things, he just told me one thing: be patient. That's it. He never expected me to change. He never expected me to adjust as per them. He never expected me to not be opinionated or not be different. All I was told was to carry my own energy, to carry my own voice, to carry my own presence. And that was something quite liberating for me, because a girl who was transitioning into another persona where she was trying to become someone else, which she was not, an entry of a person or maybe an organization just twisted the plot. Now I accept myself more than I used to do before. That organization and that individual per se sees me more than I see myself, hears me more than I could hear my own voice, and understands me more than I could understand myself. Although this is quite a professional setup, but in this professional environment, I got something very basic which I was not getting in my personal setup. I got that acceptance, I got that you don't need to change, you just be yourself. I remember one statement which I always used to get from a boss is that no understanding is wrong, your understanding is just different, it is not wrong. And trust me, this one sentence is so liberating for me, who once started thinking that maybe I'm not understanding the things right way, maybe I'm going in a right direction, maybe I don't have that understanding to become a successful individual. So what I realized from these two instances, one of my relationship where I was struggling in, and this one, is that when you find that right person, your healing is so effortless, you don't have to put any efforts, and you get healed in a way that you don't know that these were the portions which actually needed healing. Now when I see myself, I laugh more, I talk more, I laugh for no reason, I am happy for no reason, I don't question my worth, I don't doubt my potential. I just have one thing in my mind, that I am who I am. and the right person will see you for who you are. They'll not accept you, they'll not expect you to change. And there is a quiet sense of acceptance around around the people who are somehow that person who can become that guiding light to your path. Because I started thinking that maybe healing is a difficult path, maybe we have to go through a lot of discomfort or pain in order to get healed. But no, not necessarily. Sometimes we just have to find that right person, that right environment, where you can heal the way you want to be healed, not the way others expect you to be healed. So when I saw this instance and the one that relationship thing, I found one thing similar, that in both the situations there were challenges, because both the things were not quite familiar to me. But there was a difference in my relationship aspect. Tackling all the challenges needed me to go through that discomfort, to that pain, to where I questioned my worth, existence, or maybe my potential, where I had to seek for attention, validation, or maybe acceptance, or I had to constantly show why I should be paid attention to, why I should be taken care of, why I should be looked up to. But here, all the challenges are there. But here, it is so effortless, it is so smooth. Although I get roasted, although I get challenged, although I get uh, criticized for certain things, for the beliefs that I have. But it is so smooth, it is so compassionate, it is so kind, it is so the way I always wanted it to be. Now I don't have to seek for attention, now I don't have to show that this is why I should be looked up to, or this is why I should be chosen for some task or something. They see me for who I am, they see me for what I have. I don't have to perform, I just have to be myself. So, the overall learning I understood is that you just don't need to change yourself, you need to change the environment. You just need to change the person you are around. Because when you are around right people, you don't change yourself, you heal yourself in the ways you never expected could heal you. And trust me, this journey is so soothing. I don't remember before this, in last 18 days I have been so much happy, so much at peace, so much calm, so much relaxed, so much stable. I get that feeling that I'm at my home. And for me, home doesn't mean a house. Home means a place where you can relax, a place where you can be yourself, and still those people will not challenge you, they will accept you the way you are, and they'll try to figure out everything around you and not against you. So yeah, just don't change yourself. You could be the complete package, but you could be delivered to a wrong address and you were not accepted there. So the idea is not to change yourself, it's just to change the delivery address. Because once you reach to the right destination, you would be valued for who you are. Thank you. Bye.